And then you've got the aerodynamics of the vehicle. And in some cases,
so what you do is run that, yeah, and then draw it on the other side.
No worries.
Thanks, Sam. Dan in Canberra, you got a question about Ruth?
Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
Good girl, darling. Well done. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Come on, this way. Good girl. G'day guys. So it's Rescue Thursday today. We got no daycare. It's all about getting these puppies up to speed. As you can see now, Shadow's able to start doing some socialisation with us while we get around the farm and do any of the construction jobs that we've got going on for the puppies. As you can see behind us here, we've got the indoor puppy playground being constructed by Adam. He's just around the corner there on the saw, making a couple of cuts. Built the frames, putting on the faces so we start to get ready to paint. Rodney's out the back doing some maintenance on the pool. Dylan's out mowing the lawns and doing his usual maintenance routines. And Ash is over doing some training with the puppies. So the big one here is that Shadow is now starting to get a little bit more time where there's no formal structure, it's just being around the other dogs and starting to monitor how she's interacting with the other dogs. So not as much input from me other than when she's overstepping the line, more so around helping her get exposure to the way other dogs behave. And so this kind of behaviour where she starts to continue going down and sniffing, it's a behaviour that you wouldn't see from a well socialised dog. That's a greeting that you get for first meeting another dog, sniff nose to nose, sniff around the bum and then move on, and it's a way of saying hello, who are you, okay, that's your scent. When she continually does it, it's a little bit rude for the dog that she's doing it to. So it's a little bit in your face, so this is where we start to give her boundaries and stop her from either repeating it or doing it too long. Good girl. Good girl. Just like that, where she went through the same process and Milo's sitting there going, I just want you to throw the ball. This dog just keeps repeating the hello process on me. Good girl, darling. Good girl. And so that's all this part of her socialisation training is about. Starting to give her manners within the dog world. So she can join in on the games, but at the time where she's showing her lack of socialisation, that's where we help guide her through the scenario. That's where we use language. Shadow, come here. Good girl. Milo. Good boy, mate. Good boy. So what I want to start to see from Shadow is behaviour like Fredo, where there is no game actually happening here. We've just got Milo wanting to throw the ball, but there's no intensity going on, and so the dogs start to relax. Shadow's not really at that stage yet, where if you look at Barney, he can see, oh, there's nothing going on. I'm just going to chill out until something goes on. She's not hyper intense at the moment, but she's also not completely relaxed. And so this is what this kind of time will be able to give her the skills. Oh, here we go. Good girl, darling. Good girl. This is what we want to see. Be comfortable and vulnerable around the other dogs without being, on her feet, constantly repeating, constantly going up saying hello to other dogs. And this is all just part of her natural development that most dogs would have got from a puppy, but unfortunately she's getting it at a later age. Cool. Righto. What's Auntie Sam up to today?
Yeah.
Hi. As you can see, Sam runs around with two phones all the time. One's recording, one's editing, and obviously making this update video for you at the moment. I'll hand it back to her.
Thank you.
No worries.
Should we go check in on the puppies?
Yeah, let's go. Come on, guys. Alright guys, so we got Ash here doing a little bit of lead work with the puppies. And at this stage, it's literally just getting them used to being led around. You've got a lot of puppies that behave in different ways whenever they put a collar on and get used to the signals and the feel of having a lead and being directed around. You've got some dogs that, it's similar to marlin fishing, and they're jumping around and carrying on and crying and flipping on their back and lying on their sides and not wanting to walk and all sorts. And then you've got, these guys were pretty good. They kind of had a little bit of a protest, but nothing too serious, and then they're sort of happy walking around. So these little things, as far as puppy training is concerned, helps alleviate these issues when going to their new house, so that when they do go to their new home, you only can just put a lead on them, take them for a walk, and not have to deal with what sometimes can be quite an intense battle between you and the dog, trying to just get them to walk normally on a lead.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, they're all doing pretty good.
And the different breeds do react differently.
Yeah, usually as a whole, the litter responds relatively similarly,
yeah.
but just to different varying degrees.
For example, the Mastiff cross Great Danes
yeah.
struggled seriously with lead work, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they started from a point of, they were definitely marlin fishing, those guys. They were carrying on, flipping themselves on the side, throwing big tantrums. Whereas these guys, not so much. And then
just for everyone at home, because
all dogs behave differently.
It is very interesting. Like, I think that as a dog trainer, you would see it a lot, but it's actually interesting to see it like litter by litter, isn't it? And just how different they are.
And if one of a tip for someone at home who might be struggling just with this basics of putting a lead on, and your dog protesting by not wanting to walk whenever there's a lead and collar on. You can just put a lead and collar on and let them walk around the house at home for a couple of days, where they just start to get used to, that's how it feels. Because some dogs protest more than others. But the quicker they get through it, the quicker you get to enjoy taking them out for walks and them behaving naturally rather than fighting the collar and lead. But the key to remember when you are walking your dog or got your dog on lead is the fact that you are in control, and so you're taking the dog for a walk and not the other way around.
The little ones like to put the metal piece in their mouth to carry it when they walk, because it's
like this, yeah. So that's
hitting them.
That's them taking you for a walk. But it's not so bad at this stage. If you allow that stuff to continue once they get to 6 months old and they really start to, that's how they decide that walking is. It can alter the performance of your formal training at that age. But at this age, we're not really worrying about it too much. It's more so just getting used to when we say, like, we're standing here in the shade at the moment, but as soon as we say, okay, come on, let's go, that's when we start walking, and we continue walking. We don't allow them to dictate when we stop, when we go, all that kind of stuff. And we're just simulating, sitting at a set of lights, waiting for the lights to go green to cross. They don't get to decide. We've got the lead, we're in control, and they respond to us. What you got there? Half a tennis ball. Oh, what you got there, darling?
And here's Mama.
Yeah.
Hey, good girl.
Adam, what's going on?
Surprise lunch, mate. Super dogs.
I'm very excited about this. I forgot all about lunch today. I've been running around getting everything sorted out, and I saw some hot dog buns go on the bench. And here he is, smashing out some super dogs. All right. I'm excited, Sam.
Good, Adam.
Super dogs.
All right, look at that, mate. Happy with that, Ads?
Pretty good.
Good stuff.
Hi, Rodney. How you going? What have we got?
Amazing.
Adam, super dogs.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam.
I've already got yours in there for you, ready to go.
Oh, where?
In here.
Goodness. Oh, this is good, isn't it? Look at that.
Just
So
grilling some cheese. I
awesome.
wasn't sure if you wanted mustard, so I just put tomato sauce. You can put mustard on at the end if you want.
Okay, great. Good girl. Good girl.
Just haven't told me about it. Hey, Miss Pink, he's a big puppy now. He's a big puppy now, Miss. Bit of interim shade. So we're going to get a big roof put over the whole sand pit. But in the meantime, we just put a couple of umbrellas up there just to get a bit more shade up here for the dogs. As you can see, during the heat of the day, we've got a big, nice shady area here under this big tree. And obviously the shade from that shelter and underneath the cubby house. But we're going to put the whole lot under cover. So then there's a nice big area in the sand pit that stays clean, dry, and the sand will stay nice and cool, so they can always lay in the sand and cool down. So usually though with these things, it does take a little while for them to make it. The turnaround time is anywhere between 5 to 8 weeks, but it's on its way, and it's obviously going to be a custom build because it is a bit of a odd shape and requirements, but it's on its way. So we're pretty excited about having a nice big secure roof over their heads. So it'll be able to be used in the heat of the day, in rain, all sorts of stuff where they'll have some shelter to hang out.
And get outdoors.
Yeah, and be outdoors.
Because we will have the indoor playground, but you know.
Yeah, the indoor playground's going to be for, you know, really severe weather, and also, you know, just a change in environment. But this is going to be the main hangout for these guys, where that's where all the stimulation is. That's where all the coordination programs are with all the activities. It's where the intense socialisation is going to be happening amongst the puppies, and it's also big enough for us to bring the rest of the daycare pack dogs through. Get that socialisation going with larger dogs of all different sizes, ages and breeds. But yeah, we're just trying to create as many enrichment areas as we can for these guys. And so we're looking forward to a nice big shelter over the top here. It'll do wonders for them. Hello, Banjo. Look at Penny. Hello, Penny. Hello, Penny. Penny. Give it up. Free, go. Good dog. Good girl. Good boy, Fredo. Free, go. Good girl, Matilda. Good girl, darling. Good girl, Matilda. Good girl, darling. Loving it. Good boy, Fredo. Here, mate. Ready.